Hello, everyone. This is Ken with Little Church Big Heart, coming to you again with another Lord's Day encouragement. This week, you may notice that I'm dressed up a bit. Don't get used to it. As I tell my people, there was a funeral in our community this week, so I had to dig out one of my ties and put it on. But what I want to talk to you this week is not about dressing up, but it's about how we as churches and as pastors act towards one another. And the thought came to me this week because we have in my community every month, all the local pastors get together for coffee. Now, I will assure you that we do not all agree on everything, but we do get together and we have a fun time talking, conversing. We don't debate. We do share what we believe on various things, and sometimes we'll have discussions on why we think one view is better than another. But in the end, we love one another in Christ. We leave accepting that we're different. You see, why can't we do that more often? I've been in communities where, in one community, the last community where I pastored, I tried to get together a group of pastors. I couldn't find a group of pastors who met, and this was a giant community with thousands of churches, and I couldn't find any pastoral groups to get with. So what I did was I went out to try to meet some of the pastors, and the best place to meet a pastor is in his office. And I noticed that when I walked in and said, "Hi, I'm Ken from church so-and-so down the street," their response often was, "Why are you here?" They didn't want to meet me. They didn't want to know me because they saw us in competition. Now, in that same community, it was interesting because I was taking some college classes, some grad classes at a local university, and there were many Muslim students at that school, and I got to know quite a few of them. And one day, one of the Muslim students and I had stepped out into the hall after class, and we were talking about getting lunch together and where we wanted to go. We'd been talking about it for some time. And this one student came up talking to us, and this person was filled with all the talking points at the time because there was a big thing at that time about refugees and all of this other stuff. And so this person said, "You two are friends? You're a pastor, a Christian pastor, and you're Muslim. How can you be friends?" And I looked at this person and I looked at my the young Muslim man, and I said, "He's Muslim and I'm Christian. We each believe our faith is right and the other one needs it. He wants me to become Muslim and I want him to become Christian. What better way to do than to sit down and talk and discuss? We don't need to kill each other. We can just talk in love and treat each other with respect." Now my question is, why can't we pastors do that? Why does ministry have to be a zero-sum game? If they come to your church, they won't be coming to my church. So we're in competition. It's not like the world is filled with Christians and every one of them, if they don't go to one, they're not going to another. Why not reach people that aren't going to any church? Why not be happy when the church down the road, as long as they are a Bible-believing, Orthodox, theologically, biblically sound church, why not be happy that people are going there? And why not celebrate with your brothers and sisters? Why not celebrate with your fellow pastors? Instead of looking at each other as competition, we're all plowing the same field, trying to bring in the Lord's harvest. We shouldn't be sidetracked or angry because another tractor is being a little more effective. Instead, we should up our game, perhaps, in trying to harvest, while at the same time lending a hand to each other, lending that loving hand to each other. Because remember what Christ said would be the mark of his disciples. They will know you are my disciples by your love for one another. Why is that? Because we are a disciple of the one who loves them. I'm a disciple of the one who loves you. How can I not love you if he loves you? If I'm his disciple, I'm going to love you. So you see, that's the issue. Keep in mind that the people you feel you're competing with are loved and beloved of the Lord. So they should be loved and beloved by you. I would encourage you that this week, to just keep that in mind as you're thinking about the churches around you, and step out and get to know some of the other pastors in your area. God bless. Have a wonderful Lord's Day. Enjoy your family and try to get as much rest as you can. Take care.